Hey, Chem Team. So one of the jobs of chemists is to be able to identify unknown substances. So let's pretend that a chemist had an unknown substance and they're trying to figure out what it is. Well, they can use two types of observations. They can look at the substance's physical properties, which is how the substance looks or behaves by itself, which would be things like how the substance appears. Does it appear shiny? What color is it? It could be the phase of the substance, whether it's a solid or a liquid at room temperature, or the temperature that it melts or boils at. Or it could be how the substance feels. Is it a dense substance? Is it a loose substance? But chemists can also use a substance's chemical properties, which is how a substance reacts with other substances. So if they were trying to identify this substance, maybe they would try to react it with chlorine or fluorine. And when we say a substance can chemically react with another substance, what we mean is that its molecules can break apart to form new molecules. So for an example of a chemical reaction, let's say we've got two water molecules right here, and we break apart these water molecules. So instead of H2O clumps, we break them apart, and we reform them into two molecules of H2 and one molecule of O2. This would be an example of a chemical reaction because the molecules broke apart and their atoms reformed into different molecules. So there's a couple of things chemists will look for to see if a chemical reaction is occurring. If they mix two substances together and the substances unexpectedly change colors, that would be a sign that a new chemical is created. Or if they mix two chemicals and all of a sudden there's an explosion or a flash of light or a sudden change in energy or temperature, that would be a sign of a chemical reaction occurring as well. And the last sign of a chemical reaction would be if there's a sudden release of gas, a sudden release of bubbles from a substance. That would be a sign that some new gas or new chemical is being created. And that's it. At this point, you guys have some practice problems. We'll see you next class.